working on, again, numbers 1, 2, and 3. And we're working on putting them in different arrangements, okay? So watch the video for a little further explanation. Listen, no talking.
The baby birds are waiting to be fed. How many worms does the mother bird need to get so that every bird gets one worm?
3, we think? Okay.
1, 2, 3. The last number you said was 3. So you know there are 3 baby birds. The baby birds have moved. Now how many worms are needed to feed the birds?
Still 3. You think still 3?
Yeah.
Even though they moved? Is the number the same?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's see.
1, 2, 3.
Great job.
Why is the number still the same as it was in the beginning?
Why is it still the same? Okay, so Madeline said none of the birds flew away. So we still need the same number of worms, right? Just because they move doesn't mean that the number changes. If we take something away, then it's going to change. If we add another one, it's going to change. But right now, just because they move positions, the number doesn't change. Got it? Thumbs up? We're good? Okay, here we go.
The number of birds doesn't change, even if it looks different. The baby birds have moved again. How many worms are needed now?
3. Just because they move in a different space doesn't mean the number changes. Very good.
Count the birds again. 1, 2, 3. The birds are in different places in the nest, but the number doesn't change.
Okay, so this is just a little extra activity. Okay, it says drag birds to the nest to show the number 3. Okay, so you ready? Count with me here.
1,
See how my number changed? Here we go.
2, 3.
Now, does it matter where I put my birds?
No.
I mean, I can move the birds over here. How many do I have?
3.
Okay, what if I put them right in a, ooh.
Yes.
What if I move them like this?
3.
Still 3. So I can move them in different arrangements, different spots. My number's still going to stay the same. Okay, very good.
How does this picture go with the baby birds? There are 3 sections, and counters are used to show the birds.
Okay. So this is also representing how many birds we had. We had 3 birds, 3 counters, and look at the boxes that are colored in. How many boxes are colored in? 3. So remember how we did yesterday? We counted the items and we colored in the boxes to match. Okay? All right. So at the top, please make sure your name is on top of your paper. Do that first. Just a pencil. So this first paper is called our solve and share. We do it together, okay? So name is on top, and my picture is going to match yours. All right, so listen as she reads this. So I'm going to ask you questions afterwards, so make sure you're listening, okay? Eyes up here. Listen carefully.
Draw counters in the empty circles to show the worms each bird found for her babies. Did they find the same number or different numbers of worms? Color the boxes to show how you know.
Okay, so I heard a lot of you say they had the same. Okay, so here, we're going to double check all that right now, okay? So with your pencil, okay, I got my pencil out, okay? I want you to trace the counters in the red bird's nest. So with your pencil, trace over these counters. Counters, we just call them counters, but they're circles.
Trace these.
So trace them.
Like how she's doing right there.
Are we supposed to?
Yes, you're supposed to.
That's the choice G-A.
I don't know why mine's not working.
Because you didn't click the pink.
You know what, guys, hold on. Let's not tell me what to do, okay? Give me a second. Okay, Evelyn, thank you. Okay, here we go. I'll use this instead. Okay, so how many did you trace? 2. Okay? So let's do this first. I want you to match the red bird, get out a red crayon. Okay? So if we have 2 counters in the red bird's nest, how many boxes are we going to color in? Raise your hand. To tell me. Raise your hand. Will. 2. So remember, I'm going to start at the bottom, and I'm going to color in 2 red boxes to match my 2 counters that are inside. I'm using red first because I'm doing my red bird's nest. Well, then you need to go back and fix it. We're just in the red bird's nest. Evelyn, just go over it red. I didn't ask you to get out blue. I asked you to do red.
That's 2.
You need to follow along with me up on the board, okay? I asked you to trace the counters with your pencil. That's what I asked you to do. And then you're going to color in the boxes red. Okay? If your eyes are up here and your ears are listening, you'll do exactly that. Alright, pencil back in your hand. You're going to pencil back in your hand. And now I want you to go to the bluebird's nest. And I want you to trace his counters. Raise your hand and tell me, so I can call on you, how many counters did you trace in the bluebird's nest? Brayden, how many counters are in the bluebird's nest? 2. Very good. Yeah, we've already traced it. Yep, you better catch up. Come on, we already traced it. Guys, if you hear me say it, just go ahead and do it, okay? Go ahead. Alright, now get out your blue crayon. And now we're going to color in the boxes next to the bluebird. So how many boxes, raise your hand, don't shout out. Aiden, how many blue boxes? 2 to match the counters. Good, so start at the bottom again. 1, 2. Okay. So, did they find the same or different amount of worms? Same. They both found how many? 2. Very good. Okay, so put your crayons back in there. Okay. Let's open up to the next page.
Not so hard. Not so hard. You have to color so hard. Okay. Turn it.
Lift that page. Hold on. I'll pull it up here so you can see. It's going to look like the video with the birds. Okay? Just like this. See? See if you can find that page. Lift. Right here. Page 14. Yep. Right here, Ben. Yep, you're there. You're there. Good? Good? Okay, can you please get out a blue crayon? Just a blue crayon, and then close your box. So we don't have any spills here, okay? Blue crayon, close your box. Everyone's there. Oh, thank you. All right. Okay. They did the first one for us, okay? So they used counters in the video to represent the amount of birds. And then they even filled in the boxes. So number 1, they did that one for us. It says have the students count each bird and then color in the boxes to show how many. Okay? So listen, they did the first one for you. So let's count the birds. They have 1, 2. So they colored in 2 boxes. Okay? Number 2. Who can tell me how many birds they see in number 2? Number 2. Riley. 3. So Riley, how many boxes are we going to color in? 3. Very good. So go ahead with your blue. Okay? Start at the bottom and color in 3 boxes. 1, 2, 3. Evelyn.
What did she tell you to color? How many? Yep.
Please start at the bottom, okay? I know that a lot of you are probably saying, oh, there's 3 boxes, so I'm just going to color them all right in. And you're just going to go, oh, okay, I'm just going to color them all. Well, I still need you to start at the bottom. You have to get into a good habit of starting at the bottom and counting each one. So please,
Way too hard.
how many birds are there?
Too hard.
There's 3, so 3 boxes, buddy. Okay? Okay. Once you have all 3 of those colored, you're going to take your paper, watch me, flip it over. Flip the whole thing over.
No, perfect. Flip the whole thing. Just take it and flip it.
Tina? 3. So how many boxes? 3. Start at the bottom. Here we go. Color them in. 1, 2, 3. Color in with your blue crayon.
Wrong one. Right here. 3.
Guys.
Number 3.
Okay. All right. I'll do it up here so you can see. Guys, we're number 3.
Up here. Up here.
So color it in. 1, 2, 3. Don't turn your paper. Okay, just leave it this way. Turn it. Yeah.
Okay, that one. How do you pay attention? Right here. 3. Look. 3. Well, the 3 starting at the bottom.
Okay.
Okay,
All right. Please put your finger on number 4 so I see that you guys are with me. Find number 4. Put your finger on it. Okay. How many birds do you see in number 4? Jacob, how many birds are there?
That's how many. Just go back.
2. So how many boxes are we going to color
Start
in?
at that bottom. Okay, Riley, start at the bottom.
2 boxes. Thank you, Jacob. Okay. So go ahead and number 4. 2 birds.
Birds are there.
2
So how
boxes.
many would we call it?
Go ahead.
Okay, starting from the bottom.
Get started. 1, 2. No, we're number 4. We're number 4. We always go from left to right. Leave that for an
Press
end.
the hard.
Okay?
Press the hard.
All right, put your finger on number 5.
I know it, Miss Judy.
Okay, guys, I'm asking you to put your finger on because some of you have skipped and gone to different numbers. When you put your finger on the right number, then I know that you're with us. So please pay attention. Turn around. Put your finger on number 5. Okay, everybody, how many birds do you see in number 5?
1.
So how many boxes are we going to color? Very good. Start at the bottom. Okay, you don't need to shout out. I'll see when I see your eyes looking at me and you're ready to go. Put your finger on number 6. Put your finger on number 6. While you're sitting there waiting, be counting the birds. So if I call on you, you'll have an answer for me. Georgia, how many birds are there in number 6? 3. So Georgia, how many boxes are we going to color in?
3.
You got it. All right, here we go. Line number 6, color in 3 boxes. Start at the bottom. 1, 2, 3. Do you hear how I count as I color them in? Count as you color them in so you don't miss any. Always start at the bottom. Always start at the bottom.
I'm done.
Put your finger on number 7. Put your finger on number 7. Ben H, how many birds are in number 7? 1. So how many boxes are we coloring in? Oh, guys, I'm asking Ben H. I'm asking Ben H, okay? How many, Ben? 1. Okay, good. Color in 1 box at the bottom.
Oh, 7.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. Very good. All right, put your finger on number 8. Put your finger on number 8. All right. Alina, how many birds are in number 8?
2.
2. So how many boxes am I going to color in, Alina? 2. You got it. Start at the bottom. 1, 2. Very good. All right, once you have 2 boxes colored in, lift that plate, turn to the back. Good job. And this is what you're looking at. Everyone there? Run this test, buddy. There you go. Got it, Jacob? Good. Good one. Last one. Okay.
This is you.
Oh, yes.
Did you have a book from Stalky?
Oh, handwriting.
Oh, handwriting book.
I'll run it.
Yes, we'll bring it over right now.
Thank you.
Thank you. I was like, oh, I told her I put it in there, but I didn't say when. Okay, it's just for the office. Don't worry, guys. Okay, so on the back here,
Okay, no more handwriting.
we have, this is called, remember we talked about the die that we roll? 1 is called a die, 2 is called dice. Okay, when you have more than 1. So we only have 1. All you have to do, listen, guys, eyes on me. You're going to count the dots, and then you're going to color in however many dots you see. Pretty simple, right? So use that same crayon, count the dots, color in the boxes to match. Go ahead and get started. Go ahead. You're not going to tell me out loud. You're just going to do it at your seat. Then go to number 10 when you're done. Count how many red dots you see.
Start at the bottom.
Always start at the bottom.
Do we start at 9?
Yeah, Yes, start at 9, then go to 10, 11, 12, and then stop. I'll tell you what to do for the last one, okay?
Where's 9? Right
There you go. You said it. So count the red dots. Fill. Yep, start right there.
Wow.
There you go. And then count the red dots in the next one. Get started here, Valentina. We need that blue crayon again still. Keep that blue crayon out. Great work. Carefully count. And then put your crayon on top of your box so I can see it. You're done. Keep going. Oh, yes. Do this last one here. Do this last one here. Hey, Juliana, still a little more. Yep, color it by yourself. Okay. So here we go. For the last one, number 13. It's empty, isn't it? So here's what they want you to do. You have to draw, it says draw 2 counters, and then draw 2 counters in another way. So let me show you an example. Don't do anything, please put your crayons down. I would actually rather you have a pencil out right now, so use a pencil for this. Pencils on top of your box. Okay, so I'm going to draw 2 counters. This is one way I can do it. Are you watching? Okay, oh, sorry, I don't have my pen ready. So I might draw 2 counters right here next to each other. I might draw 2 counters on top of one another. Maybe I would draw them diagonal to each other. Okay? So show me 2 different ways. This is 3 different ways. Okay? But just draw 2 counters. Draw them one way, maybe next to each other, and then move over, and then draw some maybe top to bottom. But either way, it doesn't matter how you draw them together, there's still always going to be just 2, right? Don't put them next to each other, the groups, okay? So draw a set over here, and then draw me a set over here, okay? Got it?
Okay, so draw me 2 counters.
That's it, just the counters.
Okay.
Those counters I just showed you. Draw with your pencil. I set a 2,